right, let's talk about some terms.
Okay.
What is cross-dressing to you?
So, cross-dressing is someone that does it fetish form. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily have any inclinations or ambitions to be a woman. They just like wearing, women's clothing or men's clothing. That's cross-dressing. It's just like, it's for fun of a fetish, and it's done at, at a specific time and location, maybe to go to the fetish ball or to, go to, hang out with friends, and sometimes, people are sexualized by wearing other, women or men wearing women's clothing, or I don't know. It's not so common with women wearing men's clothing, but it's very common for some reason with men wearing panties, under their suits, or, Yes.
Yes. What is male-female impersonation to you? Impersonation to you.
Well, male.
Resources. Oh. I found something on the web about is very common for men wearing.
Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness. That's great.
What was that? I'm so sorry.
No problem.
You had Siri on?
I mean, well, she's coming on the blue. I didn't even have her on.
She was like, I know what that is.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so what were we saying?
So what is female or male impersonation to you?
So a male impersonation is like, anyone can do a male impersonation. It's like doing Prince.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. That's a male impersonation. Mm-hmm. You dress up, you put on depending on what era you're doing Prince in. I prefer the looks from Purple Rain when he wore the suits with, flowers and everything. Or, I love that look. Or before that, when he did Dirty Minds, he had on, a G-string with, thigh highs and a long jacket. Or you're doing Michael Jackson. Again, depends on what era you're doing, but I prefer the either Thriller or the Bad era, with the Jerry curl, the mirrored glasses, the jackets, the high water pants with the sequin socks, and the loafers. That's male impersonation. Female impersonation, you do identifiable looks. Like Madonna would do the ponytail, with the comb bra, or Jodie Watley with the crinoline skirt, or Britney Spears with the red jumpsuit, Beyonce, single ladies maybe outfit, or, that's female impersonation. Blonde hair, wind machine, both Michael Jackson and Beyonce wind machines. Janet Jackson, you could do, If, or what was the song she did? Got Till It's Gone, where she had her hair in pigtails. Identifiable looks that people identify with, but either male or female. Yeah.
What if someone classified your performance as cross-dressing or female impersonation? What do you think is wrong with that? Or if there is anything wrong with that?
I don't, it's just words, but hopefully if people use words loosely without having like a lot of knowledge or information about, they're just going in what they heard, people can be so silly when they're not knowledgeable about something, or they have no, and sometimes the people you're working with, even though they got it on, they don't even know what it is. They just want to be a part of it, but they don't know, like, it has history, and they didn't come up with that idea on their own. Like, it's been done for centuries. Like, people have been cross-dressing forever, before we were even, conceived or thought about. I mean, long time ago. It just, everybody gets to do their version of it, in their generation, in their time.
All right. Is there a larger message you're sending to someone in your performance? What do you hope to achieve when you do a performance, or when you're out there?
I like to evoke different feelings. It depends on what I'm doing. If it's sexy and sexual, I want people to feel sexy in my presence.
Who's the majority of your audience? Are they male or female?
It depends. It depends on where I'm at.
Say at that club.
So if at the 340 they're young, they are a mixture, though. What it is interesting, and in today, it used to be, predominantly gay men that would, be there. But now the drag is on TV, drag is in the forefront. Everybody goes. It's hip, it's chic, it's cool. College students. I remember I knew a young man who used to come see my show who went to Princeton. And he flew me out to Princeton to do a show 2 different times. And they were just so welcoming, even though some of them didn't understand. They come from, homes that, that don't know nothing about no drag. But they were fascinated, and they were very welcoming. And drag can be very empowering and powerful, because you can move people to tears. You can change someone's idea about, an artist or something. I mean, sometimes I fall in love with a new song by a new artist that I've never heard of because of this drag performance. Sometimes the drag performances are so beautiful that they influence me, or, touch me in such a way. I'm like, my God, I don't even know this song, but I love the way this person is.
Why?
For instance, when I was in Florida, I was working at dinner theater nightclub there, and I went to this club. I can't remember the name of the club. Was it Florida or Mississippi? No, it was Biloxi, Mississippi. And this African American woman, I went in the dressing room. Was I working? Did I do a show that night? I can't remember. But I went in the dressing room anyway. I must have did a show. And she was getting ready for her number. And she put her hair in a bun, and then she took out this ratted wig out of her bag and pinned it in. I was like, that's fabulous. Like, what is she about to do? And so I had to see what she was going to do. Because the way it was so fashion forward, so couture to me. She pinned that in. It was ratted, it was a mess, but it still looked elegant and fierce. And she went out and she did Alanis Morissette's Uninvited. And I was like, and she was acting like she was crazy a little bit. Like she wasn't all there. And I was like, when she got finished, I was like, bitch, I'm stealing that performance piece. I'm stealing the song and the look. I was like, I fell in love with this. I fell in love with you. I fell in love with that song. I fell in love with your performance piece. And that's why video is so powerful. Because sometimes you don't even like the song when you hear it on the radio. But when you have a visual a lot of times to go with it, you're like, oh, that's amazing. Sometimes the songs suck, really. But then you see the visual, and sometimes the visual messes up the song. Sometimes you're like, oh, this video sucks, and I love that song. You know what I'm saying? It could have a reverse. But it just depends. All of it just depends. But I know that a lot of times when it comes to, performances and music, it just depends. Like, I remember I saw another young lady when I was in Texas. She did Olita Adams' Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. And I was moved to tears. It was so powerful. She had every one of the room captivated with her. We all was just like, she had us like this. And it was just a beautiful lip sync. That she brought so much power to her performance. Yeah, you can say it's a drag show, but it's more than a drag show. If you know what drag is, it takes a lot. It's a ritual. It's more than just a drag show. And that's the beautiful thing about, like, when I see the girls on the RuPaul show, and they get really creative with their outfits and their makeup. And then RuPaul said, you got to lip sync for your life. And that's when you have to show off.
Then about community? Is it about a lot of things? Like
you get a little bit about community. Those girls are out for blood. They're trying to win, honey. They don't know about community, child. They probably put glass in one of the girls' powder. I'll give you community, darling. The LGBT community, like, it goes the gays, the lesbians.
That's messed up. No, but go ahead.
Well, it is because, for one, it's all about how you assimilate in the world. And, when you're either trans or cross-dressing, even though it's not the same thing, because one is performance piece, another is a fetish, and another is a life, their life, and all of it can be a lifestyle. We all have our lifestyles, how we want to live, but you know, people have different perceptions, you know. And sometimes they get it all muddled, and it's not like that. Like a drag artist is a drag artist, but that doesn't mean a beautiful trans woman can't do a beautiful drag piece. You know, or a drag queen can't be so fabulous that she gives you the illusion she's this woman. That's great art. You know, I love when the girls, the Latin girls do Selena. You know, some of them go as far as to reshape their bodies to look like Selena. You know, with the silicone and padding, and you know, they really go 110%. You know, I remember I used to wear padding. They called them Africa. You cut out the shape of Africa for your hips, you know, so you can have that hourglass body, you know, little waist and, you know, those hips. And I was like, oh, this is too hot, and it was uncomfortable. And you had to wear all these nylons, and your feet be like so sore at the end of the show. I was like, drag is painful. Drag beauty is pain.
Your stage name is what again?
Well, Jasmine's always been my name, but if I had another name, it would be like Candy Delicious, Yum Yum, Eat Me Up, or something bizarre, like, or something fabulous, like Yoshi. I don't know. That'd be fierce. Yoshi. That'd be hot. I have so many drag names. Blacktress, because I'm black and an actress. Blacktress, and she's a dominatrix. You know, it's just characters. It's like cartoon characters, you know? You have many drag names.
Are you Blacktress or Jazzmun or Yoshi 24/7?
I'm Jazzmun all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Blacktress all the time. But she doesn't come out all the time. You know what I'm saying?
She doesn't come out all the time.
She doesn't reveal herself all the time. You know, I'm Yoshi too. You know? Yoshi's this little African American girl that I knew from where I'm from when I was a child. But she was born in Japan. Her father was in the military. And I was like, I want that name.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you get this name? She's black and gorgeous, and her name is Yoshi. I forgot what they said it means. Do you know what it means? Damn, it's something positive, though. And I was like, oh, that's a fabulous name. That'd be a great drag name. Yoshi. Yeah, that'd be hot.
I think we got it all. Thank you for
You
your
got
time.
it? Oh, I'm glad. Good.